We are.
All right, a bad night's sleep can affect your whole day. So here to make sure you get the rest you need is Dr. Bob DeMaria. Did I say that right?
DeMaria is better.
Whatever. Natural health doctor and chiropractor. We love this guy.
Hey, guess what? I was just in Cleveland doing my fingerprints for my dual citizenship.
Oh, okay.
Italian.
All right, baby.
How you like that?
Nice.
All the way. Go to Italy and be on TV in Rome.
Fabulous. Okay, let's talk about a restful night's sleep, whether you're going to Italy or staying in Cleveland.
Well, I'll tell you what. We have a little friend here.
Okay.
This is what's inside of us. You know, sometimes people wonder, like, well, this guy was a little bit taller, I would have to say, taller than both of us. But there are appropriate ways to sleep, position-wise, versus others. So right now, our friend is laying on his right side. Your heart, as you know, is right here.
Right.
Blood flows back into your heart this way. So the safest side to sleep on is your right side. Because the blood flows back into the heart gradually. So if you're 55 or older, the David Moss group, so we're going to have to text him.
I didn't say it.
Lay on the right side.
Okay.
Now, people snore. People snore when they lay on their back.
Yes.
And one of the reasons that they snore when they're laying on their back is all their intestines are compressing their lungs.
Oh, boy.
And so your lungs have a harder time blowing off carbon dioxide.
Okay, but what if you always sleep on your back and you can't really control that while you're sleeping? It's a habit. How do you prevent the snoring?
Well, it's kind of interesting that you brought that up, because what I have learned over time is that people who snore tend to be acid. Their pH in their body is acid. So I'm going to give you a little known Dr. Bob secret.
I like those.
I like them too. You get a wedge of lemon.
Okay.
Cut the wedge out, put it in a warm glass of water, or a glass of water, sip the water. When you're done, eat the pulp of the lemon. It helps alkalize your body.
Okay.
Try it. It really does make a huge difference.
Interesting. When
you go out to a restaurant after you're done eating and they always have the lemon in the water.
Right.
Eat the lemon, because the lemon will also, well, the
That's
water,
tough.
no, the water helps take away that little edge.
Okay.
All right, that's important. You know, another thought when it comes to sleeping is I have a lot of stomach sleepers. When you sleep on your stomach, would you mind help?
Do you want me to hold this?
Yeah, that's good. So
Boy, this is heavy.
I know it is. When you sleep on your stomach, what are you doing to your neck? You're twisting it.
Right.
So what's happening right down here is what we call, it's torquing. Here, let me have your arm for a moment.
Uh-oh.
So this is literally happening to your neck. So imagine that going on for 5 or 6 hours.
Oh my gosh. I really have been waking up with stiff necks the last couple months.
So now I want you to start sleeping on your back or on your right side.
Okay. Now wait, what about pillows? Because there are so many pillows out there that are like $100, $200. Why are those so much better than a 20 bucks? Even 10. I bought mine for 10.
I have like the original pillow since I was a kid.
No way,
it's
really?
About this big. So watch, when you lay on your side, you don't want your pillow to be too high because your neck is going to be pulled. You want a pillow that'll allow your head to be level or maybe slightly lower. You know, when you go to a hotel, you gotta climb up the mountain of all the pillows.
Yeah, right.
I take my pillow everywhere I go. Because you can have a bad night's sleep because your pillow could be doing this to you. Wake up. So when David comes in the morning, you know his wife kicked him out of bed. Big pillows instead of a small
He's
pillow.
been on the couch all night. Okay, what else did you bring?
Well,
coffee?
Coffee.
Okay.
Coffee for some people could prevent them from falling asleep.
But it's not because of the caffeine?
It is because of the caffeine, but this is an oil filter, which is the liver in our body.
Oh, boy.
So if you have compromised liver function, big word, compromised liver function, and you can't process the coffee, you're going to have extra caffeine in your body. So if you're the person that said, I can't have coffee after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're drinking decaf,
right?
Dr. Bob's ABCs. A half a red apple every day.
Helps keep the
third cup of beets, 4 or 5 baby carrots.
Okay. Did you guys write that down? It'll be on our website.
Yeah, it will be. It's awesome.
Next.
This is Zig Ziglar calls it an opportunity clock. This is an alarm clock.
I don't like this.
I know. You want to cover up all the lights in your room because there's a gland in your body called the pineal gland that lights literally stimulate, I didn't mean to mess your hair, but they stimulate your brain. So
really, Dr. Bob?
Your brain is constantly going. So You want to cover up your VCR light, your TV light, your alarm light. So at
Listen to
nighttime,
this. I set my TV 16 minutes so I can fall asleep. Like that helps me fall asleep. And then it'll shut off and then it's dark in my room an hour later.
I have a book on ADD. That's really a common ADD challenge.
Really?
And finally, before you go to bed at night,
Okay.
this thing decided to take a nap. You want to minimize the amount of computer time. Because so many people go to bed and their brain is going 100 miles an hour. One last thought before we have to go.
Yes, we do.
People who have high copper, red hairs, freckles, have a tougher time falling asleep at night.
That's our producer, floor director
They
right
do.
there.
Red, because the copper causes their brain to be staticky.
Stacy, write that down on your notes. That's telling us to wrap up right now.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks,
Thank
Dr.
you so much
Bob.
for having me.
Always helpful hints.